Hello, 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 and welcome to a Nemesis playthrough. I am playing as the mechanic. I almost call him the engineer. I don't know if there is an engineer in this, honestly. I don't think so. Board is all set up. No, it isn't, because I missed a question mark. Let's get one of those on there. Board is all set up. The setup process is a little bit involved. But, you know, we got there. We did it. So as a mechanic, we have a sawed-off shotgun. They are mechanic, yep. With 2 ammo. So not a lot of ammo when it comes to fighting monsters, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes when we meet our first intruder. And we do have our 2 objective cards. Now we only keep 1. We need to accomplish 1 at the end. Normally you keep these as secret from the other players, nobody, but seeing as we are doing solo, there are solo co-op options. You can also use these as co-op objectives if you don't want to do the normal gameplay. So we've got 2 options. We've got one which is special delivery. Now I don't know if this is going to be too dark now to even read. Over there, the lighting is being a real pain in the ass today. Special delivery. Finish the game in an escape pod or hibernation with an intruder egg object. That's interesting. Or we have destination Earth. The ship must reach Earth. They've sent us out here to die. They should clean up their own mess. So, you do know your objectives before you start. Again, you keep them secret, and you're going to pick one as the game goes on. So you're kind of going to see what's revealed in the board before you actually pick your objective. Destination Earth, we will have to do a lot of things. So we will have to get to the cockpit, which is over here, to check the coordinates and then possibly change where we're going. Over here, A, B, C, and D are the different locations you can go, and they correlate to the coordinates card. We would also have to check the engines to make sure they are working, because if not, the ship will explode and we will fail. And then I think we have to be hibernated to get to Earth. I don't think we can just be in the ship and run out of time. And I don't believe you can take the escape pods. Maybe you can take the escape pods. The escape pods might hit Earth. Regardless. Let's see if I can... Where would that be? There are lots of different rooms. Evacuation section. If the escape pod in section A is unlocked and there's at least 1 empty space, make a noise roll. You cannot enter escape pod. Each pod has 2 places and may accommodate up to 2 characters. Escape pods on page 26. There's a lot of... There'll be a lot of rule checking as I play through, and I'll still probably get things wrong. At the beginning of the game, all escape pods are locked. Place a miniature character in 1 or 2 spaces. Escape pod token. If you decide you want to launch an escape pod, immediately await. If you launch immediately, remove the miniature character of the escape pod token from the game. From now on, you do not take part in the game. Any character on the launch escape pod is always treated if they have arrived on Earth. Okay, so actually the easiest way to get to Earth then... So there are 2 ways to do it. You can get the Nemesis, which is the name of the ship, get the Nemesis back to Earth, which is going to be coordinates and engines, or get an escape pod and book it. No, the ship must reach Earth. We would have to do coordinates and engines. The ship. That's not the player, that's the ship. The Nemesis has to reach Earth, so that is the only way to do that. Coordinates, engines, and then end up in the hibernation chamber. Well, you could do coordinates, engines, and hit an escape pod, because then the ship does reach Earth. And in fact, I'm guessing if you set that up and then you also die... No, if you're dead, you must have failed, right? I don't know. I guess we'll find that. I don't actually think so. I think when you die, the game ends and then you go through your victory conditions. But we'll do that as and when we get there. The plan is to try and do this live, so no cuts. No, not kind of the battle report kind of fashion, but to actually just kind of play through it. Hopefully I've got everything set up in a way where whatever I'm doing will be caught on camera, but we shall see. Going forward, I'll probably do more battle report way for two reasons. One, makes the video shorter, and two, I honestly just think it's a more interesting way of doing things because, you know, you've got basically you're holding your camera, you can get in on the board, on the models, and kind of show off what's going on, and then just kind of report results. I think it's just a nicer way of doing these kind of things. But for this first playthrough, as I'm learning everything and I don't want to have to deal with a camera, I'm just going to have my camera set up. They're going to catch it, and then we'll see what we get, basically. So they do give you a lot of... So kind of, if you're... So this is kind of the player card, and you actually use these in the game. So if you've got... I think you can have up to 5 people playing. If you've got 5 people playing, you do actually pass these at the end of every turn. And then you can flip it to see which player you are, so you know where you are in the order, which is honestly quite helpful. I honestly wish there were more things like that in this game to kind of help you keep track of where you are, because honestly, there's a lot to remember, and you do a lot every turn, and I sometimes forget where I'm done, and I may give myself an extra turn. I may, you know, end up not taking my turn. There's been issues as I've been like trying to learn this game. I've only had 2 games, 2 losses. This is kind of my 3rd attempt where I'm kind of feeling comfortable enough that I think I can run through this fairly quickly. My first go, I will freely admit, I didn't enjoy this game at all. The instruction book is a complicated mess. It sets you up, and then you don't actually know you have to keep certain things out until you get to a certain stage. Oh, now you need one of these. Like, what the hell is that? I don't know what that is. You didn't tell me to keep that out. But, you know, over time you get there. This is the Nemesis bag. That is all set up. So I think we're just good to go for me to have my first go. So I'm going to draw my 5 action cards. So the way this game works, did I set myself up a space where I can have my action cards in camera shot? Do you know, I'm not 100% sure I did. That wasn't very smart. Also, if you're going to play this game, especially if you're going to have like 5 of you playing it, make sure you've got a big desk. You need a lot of space. You only ever have 5 action cards in your hand. This space isn't quite working, although it would work perfectly if I turned me off. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. There we go. So we'll call this my hand down here. Hopefully I won't forget. Having a search card is really handy. Computer skills. Seems to be with the doors. So you'll see some of these have got oars on them. Let's kind of... so here's a reason not to do it like this, apparently. Again, I don't know if this is going to be too dark to even show up. And of course, I turned that camera off so you can't even see it. So let's turn the camera back on. So you see that some of them have got oars. Now, the reason for that is when you're playing this game multiplayer and you're not doing co-op, there is a little bit of backstabbery that can happen. And so some things that you can do will help and some will hinder. And it really does depend on what your objectives are. Whether you're going to try and get one over on somebody, if you are actually going to help everybody survive. I like the fact there are co-op missions as well. You know, sometimes it's nice to play the full game, but other times it's nice just to, you know, come together as a group to have something to solve. So I like that you've got the choices. But first things first is we have to move. If I want to get an egg, we have to uncover the nest. The nest will be... So you'll see all the rooms are secret as we go through. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 card and I'm going to get rid of my technical corridor card. Put that over there. And then that means I can move over here. So that reveals this room. And I have revealed the command center, where I can open closed doors. And then it also reveals the other side of this, which is this little 2 here. Again, I won't be showing all of these off. And again, this may just be way too dark in this camera now. Showing me off, but this is a 2, which means there is 1 item. Solo play, you cut the number of items in half, basically. So there's 1 item in this room that I can possibly find. And I have to do a danger roll. So these different symbols mean different rolls that you have to do. And again, you kind of have to dig out a lot of tokens. I put them back and use them again. So it's good to have. I've got the token, the tray, monster tray just over here. So let me double check what that symbol means. It's a danger roll. I think I just end up putting noise markers on every corridor. I do wish the kind of cheat sheet was better designed. I'm not going to lie, I wish they'd put more stuff on the cheat sheet, but danger, do not perform a noise roll for this movement. If there's an intruder in the neighbouring room, 2 have intruders. If there are no intruders in any of the neighbouring rooms, place a noise marker in each corridor connected to this room without a noise marker already placed. So that's bad. And you'll see why as we continue. Basically, we've got noise marker. So now, any way we go, there's a very high chance that we're going to get an intruder on the board, possibly in turn 2. That's not great. That's not great for a number of reasons, but we'll get into that as we go. So I'm going to use my search card, which only costs me the search card. It doesn't cost me anything else. But then that is my second action. You get 2 actions per turn. To search this room. So that is a weapon room, which you can tell by the colour of the room and the symbol on the tile. So basically, and I don't know if I shuffled these before we started, so... Let's just make sure these are shuffled. But then the way searching works is you pick the top 2 and then you get to keep 1. Add to energy weapon. The shotgun is an energy weapon. Add 2 ammo to one of your energy weapons. From now on, this weapon has +2 ammo capacity. What I don't know is if that means I would get the ammo straight away. But that is tempting. Or a 1-use grenade. Honestly, they're both fairly tempting. No, really, because I've adjusted the light on this camera, I should now start the video from scratch, but I'm probably not going to. In fact, I know I'm not going to. So it does say add 2 ammo. I think you would get the ammo as well, which would give me 4 shots. And every time I can possibly reload, I would get... I'm going to take this. I'm going to play it that way. If that is incorrect, feel free to say something. But I'm going to play it that way. Honestly, anything that gives me the advantage, I am probably going to play it that way. Because, you know, why the hell not? So those were my 2 turns. We turn this to 0 to tell us that there's nothing left in this room because we have searched it. There are no doors to open or close. And then we go on to the event phase. So the time track moves on. So you've only got this, 15 turns to do whatever it is you need to do. And that can be cut very short if you get a self-destruct timer, which is this one down here. Intruder attacks. There are no intruders. There is no fire. So now we have to pick our event card. So you do a lot of things with the event card. So you'll see at the top there are symbols and circles. Those correlate to intruder symbols. And if they are on the board and not in combat, you move them based on the number corridor here. We don't have any intruders, so we can ignore that for now. But we do have a malfunction. Place a malfunction marker in the explored room with the lowest room number, then shuffle this card back into the events deck. Well, I knew I was going to end up knocking that off the goddamn table. Just knew it. We've only been in one room, so the control command center is now malfunctioning, which means we can't use it unless we fix it. And then this actually goes back into the deck. And seeing as it did say shuffle, I will indeed shuffle. And then we have to do the intruder bag development, which is a step I always forget what you have to do. Draw an intruder token and then do the corresponding effect. We got the Queen. No, showing it there is a mistake just because of how much I've got that split. We picked out the Queen. So for the Queen, there is no nest. Add an additional intruder egg token to the intruder board. Return the Queen token to the intruder bag. Alright, so we put another nest on here. So luckily one of our objectives is not to destroy the nest, because we would have to get rid of now 6 eggs, which I think would be an impossible task with just one of us. You'd have to get it would take you 12 turns. Well, no, 6 turns, 12 actions to do. You know, I wouldn't fancy that. Hopefully that's not even in the solo co-op playthrough, honestly. And then we start again. We basically go around. So we've got 3 cards left on our hand, so we pick 2. We've got fast repairs and interruption. I don't particularly want to set a room on fire. I think we're just going to play our interruption card. And I'm heading towards the cockpit because that's something we can kind of concentrate on. We can kind of see where we're going. But that doesn't mean we're going through here, so we reveal the room. It's the fire control system. It's got 1 piece of loot in it. And it's on fire. Which is ironic when it's the fire control room, but okay. Initiate the fire control procedure. Now I'm assuming that means I can just put that fire out. Now I've revealed it's on fire. I do end my turn, so I am going to take a tick of fire damage there. So that gives me a light wound. And then we are going to try and put this out. So if we get our room control cheat sheet. Fire control room isn't on here because it's a basic room. Discard a fire marker from that room. If there is one, all the intruders in that room run away in a random direction determined by drawing an event card. 1 event card for each intruder. You can use the fire control procedure even if there's no fire marker in the room to make all the intruders run away from that room. Now what I don't know if that means if I'm in here, if I can then use that to take the fire out of any room? Like you would think so, right? Yes, choose any one room. I should have read the first sentence first. So I'm going to... And it costs 2. So I'm going to get rid of my pyrotechnics and my ingenuity. And I am going to remove the fire from this room because I don't want to take another tick of fire. No. That's at the end of my turn. I didn't take that damage. That is incorrect. That is incorrect. So we are actually fine. We get rid of the fire. That is my turn done. So now we move on to the vent phase. So the time trap moves on. No self-destruct. There are no intruders. No fire damage. So we just go straight to the event card. Doesn't really do anything, honestly. Focus on the card. Lurking. Remove from the board all intruders which are not in a room with a character. Put their respective tokens into the intruder bag. So, does absolutely nothing for us. But this is one we don't put back into the deck. I do wish I could find somewhere where I could just have my hand cards and have my... I mean, there's no need for my face. I guess I could move my face up to the other side of the screen, because that is kind of... that is dead space there, which I'm not going to use. Again, this is all kind of stuff which means I should restart the video, but... I bet I don't. Although I don't like it when cameras are up on the top, in the top corner, honestly. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it is something that really, really, it's off-putting to me. I don't know why. All right, so it's my turn again. So I get to draw 3 cards this time, which is the remainder. You always pick up to 5. I think I covered that, but I'm not 100% sure. I am going to search this room before we head off, so I'm going to, for my first action, and it's a yellow room, so it's the spanner item deck, which again I'm just going to give a quick shuffle, because it's the first time we're picking things up from this one. And then again, you pick 2, and you keep 1. Duct tape. Discard a malfunction marker from the room you're in. Repair, break the engine in the engine room you are in. Used to add 1 heavy item to 1 heavy item in your character's hand. Effectively carrying 2 heavy items in 1 hand. Oh, that's brilliant. I love that. All right. And then tools. Discard a malfunction marker from the room you're in. Repair, break the engine room you are in. Open/close 1 door in any corridor connected to the room you are in. We're going to keep the duct tape. I believe being able to repair engines could become incredibly useful for us. I'm running out of room. I guess I can put those there. Like I said, if you're going to play this game, have plenty of desk space. If I can move those up, can I kind of just put those there? Oh, yes. Plenty of desk space. Did I do the intruder bag thing at the end of the last turn? I didn't. I always forget that bloody step. Alright. That is the queen again, so that's just another egg. Good God, I'm glad we don't have to try and destroy the nest. Alright, so I searched for my first turn. And then I'm going to spend my rest card to move into the cockpit. No, I'm not, because first things first, I have to do a noise roll for this room. Silence. Nothing happens. Excellent. Now I'm going to do a noise roll for the cockpit. Silence again. All right, I like it. The mechanic is very stealthy. Good. All right, and that is my turn. So then this moves down. No intruders, no fire. So straight to the event card. Which is Hunt. Move every adult intruder not in combat. If there are several routes to choose from, move the adult intruder to the room with the lowest room number. So again, there's no enemies on the board, so they're not really doing anything. Also means we haven't picked our objective yet, so we're getting quite lucky, honestly, right now. And then I have to do the Nemesis build-up, because, you know, I keep on forgetting to do it. That is a lava. And that means we remove this token from the intruder bag and add one adult intruder token to the intruder bag. Alrighty. I can go back over there. And then it is my turn again. So, I mean, it very much looks like we're doing Destination Earth right now, doesn't it? But I don't have the engine control room, so I can't check to see if the engines are fixed or not. And I believe if I use tools, it just says repair/break. So I think I would be doing it blind if I haven't. Well, I'll be using my duct tape, but tools is the same. I think I would be doing it blind. I'd just be shuffling the engine around. Whereas I think in the engine control room, I can check the status of all the engines to see what needs to be fixed, if it's even an idea. But we haven't, and we also haven't discovered the nest, so we can't get an egg and head to an escape pod. We haven't found the escape pod rooms either. So objective-wise, not going great. But we will check the coordinates, which I believe is 2 costs. I mean, first things first, obviously I will replenish my my hands. Definitely didn't almost forget to do that part. And I need 2 cards. Let's check the cockpit rules. Check coordinates or set destination, and they cost 2. So I can basically make sure we are going to Earth this turn. Alright, let's get rid of demolition and ingenuity to check the coordinates. Now, normally you would check these and keep it to yourself, but as this is solo co-op, I will reveal the coordinates card so we can see what it is. B is Earth. We're already heading to Earth, so that's fantastic. Now all I need to do is fix the engines if we're doing Destination Earth. So I will spend my pyrotechnics to move into this room, which is storage. Storage has got... Alright, silence. We're not covered in slime, so we can use the silence, which is great. We are getting lucky here. There's 1 item in storage. I can't search it because we've had our 2 goes already. And I don't have a search card. Okay, so we're on to the intruder. Not that we've got any intruders, so it's basically just straight onto the event card. Damaging fire. Oh god, this might be bad. Place a malfunction marker in each room with a fire marker. Place a fire marker in each room neighbouring a room with a fire marker. Fire does not spread through closed doors or technical corridors. We actually got away with that scot-free, which is really, really good. Oh dear. Alright, and then we upgrade our Nemesis bag challenge. That is an adult. Now, I believe that means I have to roll for noise. All players roll for noise in turn order. If a player's character is in combat with an intruder, you do not perform the noise roll. Okay, so we have to roll for noise. We're not going to get an intruder in this room. We rolled silence again. We are getting lucky with these rolls. I am using the right dice. Yes, I am. Okay, all right. So we got away with it. And then I just put that back and then we're done, right? Yeah. Okay. So my turn again. Do I want to search for more weapon stuff? I would have to get a search card from these 3 I'm going to pick. We got 2 search cards. All right, well, I think that answers my question for me then. All right, we will search. Put this to 0. It's weapons again. Alright, a recon drone. Check one explored room tile and look at its exploration token. Or smoke grenade. Use in the room you're in. All other characters in this room discard one action card each. You move to a neighbouring room and intruders don't attack you during that movement. That we are going to take. That could be very useful, as we are going to be running a lot, I would imagine. And then for our next turn, we'll get rid of our interruption card. And we will carry on down the hallway to reveal the shower room, which is very useful if you're covered in slime. So that's 3, so that gets rounded down to 1. And there's a malfunction in this room, so we won't be taking any showers. Now, if you have to reach for a malfunction token and there isn't one, I believe the ship is destroyed. It's the same with fire tokens. If there are that many rooms on fire, the ship is destroyed. A lot of ways the game tries to beat you. We are being incredibly lucky so far, so I'm expecting our luck to turn really bad. I don't know if we've got the time to do everything that we need to do. So we could, if we wanted to, gamble. We could do a gamble. We're heading to Earth. We can hope the engines are fine. Next turn, we can head into here and we can sleep. End the game. Say we're doing Destination Earth, even though we haven't picked one yet because we haven't met anybody. And then see if that works. It would basically be a dice roll on the engines. We don't have any contamination cards, so I don't need to worry about those. But I don't think that's what we're going to do, even though it's incredibly tempting right now, just because of how well this first run of the board has gone, honestly. But we'll see. Did I move you already? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I don't think I did. How many rounds do I think we've had? We started here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, I don't think I did. No intruders, no fire. So we pick our event card. Consuming fire. Set the item counter to 0 in each room with a fire marker. Place a fire marker in each room neighbouring a room with a fire marker. Fire does not spend... Okay, so again, we got away with that really nicely, which is great. Nemesis bag. Oh, my nose is starting to block up. I blame the weather. It's horrible outside today. That is a lava again, so we just put another adult in. Can't be good. I forgot to do noise rolls. Storage room was silent. Shower room is danger, which is a noise marker on every corridor. Ow. Alright. Now we're in a bit of a sticky wicket. I need to find the engine room, but I really have to hope the engine room is down here. It's possible it could be... I believe the engine room is a basic room, so it's not a number 2 room. Maybe it is a number 2 room, which means it may not even be here. No, it'd have to be an engine control room. So the only room it could be up here is this one. I'm going to take the gamble and say that's not it, and we're going to head down this corridor here to reveal these 2 rooms after I pick up my 2 cards for my hand. Do I want to search the shower room? No, I just want to move. So we'll get rid of our rest card. We could see an intruder come on the board here. Engine control room? No, this is the emergency room. It's got 2, so we round that down to 1. And it is a door. Now, I'm going on the basis that when it says there's a door, it comes onto the board behind you, like you've closed it. I don't know if that's right, but that's how I've been playing doors as I've gone through. And then noise roll. 2. Alright. Still no monsters on the board, which is great. But we have left a lot of noise in our wake. And we are going to get rid of our... We'll keep technical corridors. Actually, can I use that to... I could, but I need to reveal the rooms. But that does mean that I can go from engine 3 to engine 1 in 1 move. And then try and get back once we know the status of the engines. Okay, so we'll keep that. We'll get rid of our computer skills. And then we're going to move down here, which gives us a 50-50 chance of getting a monster if we do a roll. So that's the laboratory. It's got 2, so we round that down to 1. And it's got a malfunction. Which is bad. We may actually need to think about fixing one of these malfunctioning rooms. We're not going to, but we probably should be thinking about it. So... Noise roll. Silence. I'm so glad we're not covered in slime, I'll tell you that much. Alright, good. We've escaped another round without actually getting any attention from intruders. So, yes, we are on the event phase. So, no intruders. We do have to move our time track. No damage, so straight onto the event card, basically. Occlusion? Each character with a lava on their character board dies. Holy hell. Place a creeper in their room. Every character draws 4 cards from their deck and scans all drawn contamination cards. If they have at least 1 infected card, put a lava on their character board. Discard drawn cards. I mean, it doesn't make a huge amount of difference for us. I mean, we'll do it just because we have to discard the cards. But it basically just puts them back into this discard pile, so no. We'll say we did it. We have no contamination cards, so we're fine. And then Nemesis bag. That is an adult. Which means I have to do a noise roll. Alright, we don't want 1 or 2. We want a 3 or a 4. Or a silence. We got a 1. Alright. There's an intruder on the board. Oh, so we can remove this. Just stop putting you there. You're getting in my way. We actually now pull an intruder out for real. It is a adult, which isn't surprising. Let's get one of the adult models out. He goes into the room that we're in. He is a big lad. And this has the number 2 on it. So if I had 2 or less cards, he would get a surprise attack. I have 3, so he doesn't. And then this goes out of the intruder bag. But he does get to attack me this turn. No, wait, why did I do a noise roll? This is my problem with this game in a nutshell. I forget what stage I'm on. Yes, I just moved into the showers. That's right. And I did my noise roll. Yeah. And that was my second turn this turn. Yes, because we're trying to find the engine. Yeah. Okay. So he is going to get to take a swipe at me. I can't do an attack first because I'm out of turns. So we are now onto this stage. So we can now enter the hibernation chambers and hibernate. That's kind of what happens when this goes onto the blue track here. Intruder Attack. So Intruder's Attack using the Intruder Attack card deck. I think this is the first time we're going to this. We're clearly hoping for a miss. Alright, it's got an adult symbol on it, so we are going to have to resolve this. Claw Attack. The character suffers 2 light wounds and gets 1 contamination card. Wow. 1 more light wound will give us a serious wound. 3 serious wounds and you die. And we have a contamination card in our discard pile now. And then we discard that attack. That could have gone better. That could have gone better. And now we do our event card. They would move, but they're in attack, so they don't. Put a malfunction marker in each room with an adult, intruder, breeder, or queen. There's already a malfunction marker there. Now, I believe that just means we don't do anything. Because it's already malfunctioning. I don't believe like a double malfunction ends the game or anything stupid like that. But let's double check that. If I can find the correct page. If there's a malfunction marker in a room, that room's action is no longer available. There are 8 malfunctions. If you're instructed to place a malfunction marker on the normal markers, the ship is gone. Any given room may never hold more than 1 malfunction marker. Good. Good. Okay. So again, we kind of got away with that fairly nicely, apart from the fact we've now got 2 light wounds. And we have a great big alien in the room with us. Sorry, intruder. They're not aliens. Oh, I should have activated this in the storage room. These are kind of personal... These are quest items that you can kind of do as you go. I don't know what the plasma torch would have done. No, I can't cheat. I do want to see what it would do, but no, I'm not going to cheat. So, options. We can shoot the intruder. We've got 4 ammo on our shotgun, so that's probably what I'm going to do first. Also, I don't think you're meant to keep your action cards, actually, like I've been doing like this. I think you're meant to shuffle them back every time. But we've started doing it that way, so we'll keep doing it this way. We get to pick 2 more. I think you can technically search while there's an alien in the room, but an intruder, but I don't believe you should, right? So I don't. But I don't know if that's a rule or not. It's just something I've decided to do. And also my shed feels like it's about to fall down, but hopefully that's not true. So we are going to try and shoot this thing. We miss, because of course we do. We do spend our ammo though. I'm going to try to escape. So I'm going to spend a pyrotechnics. Oh, I had to spend something to shoot. Let's get rid of fast repair. Alright, so an escape. I run away. We pick an Intruder Attack card, because he gets an attack of opportunity. There is an adult attack on it. Oh, God. It's another claw attack, basically. So we take 2 more light wounds. That gives us a serious wound. And I'm going to assume another light wound. Serious wound. Arm. The character has only 1 hand slot for heavy items objects. If they have 2 heavy items, they must instantly drop 1. So the gun is our only heavy item. Eggs also count as heavy items. Also, I should have done this on our first encounter. We're doing Destination Earth. That is our solo objective. 2 more serious wounds and we die. But we did escape. We do now have the escape pod room. Which doesn't really help us. So 4 rounds down to 2. And, fairly luckily, there is a door in the way. Now, I do believe doors stop intruders. They don't stop noise. And I believe we do a noise roll. It's on 4, so we did make noise behind us. Alrighty, that is my turn over. Still haven't found the room that we need, which is typical. It's going to be that one up there. I can feel it now. I made that decision early on, and I can absolutely feel it was the wrong one. Alright, so we do this. The intruder is no longer in the room with us. There's no fire damage. The event card is going to move. Adult doesn't move. He's not on here. Each intruder on the board heals 2 injuries. Alright, good. Guess it's lucky we didn't hit him, because that would have made it a wash, honestly. We probably wouldn't have killed him. Maybe in 2 shots, never in 1. Alright, we are going to keep on running. After I pull out my 2 action cards, one of which is a contamination, which means we've only got 4 cards to spend this turn. I'm tempted to do a search before we... No, we need to find these engine rooms. So I'm going to spend the search, but as a run action. We're going to move into here, which won't be the room we're looking for. This is the monitoring room. Check 1 room and exploration token. I mean, that could be handy if you're doing this properly. Alright, so we go in there, and it's got a malfunction on it. This ship is very close to falling apart. And then I have to do my noise roll. Silence, like it. And then we're going to spend another search card. To move down into this room. Which is the evacuation section B. That doesn't help us. It has 2, so it rounds down to 1. And it is on fire. Which means I'm going to take fire damage. And then all I can do now is head to the engine rooms and kind of loop back. Alright. Alright, that is my turn done. So we move this. I do take a tick of fire damage. We move this down. There are no attacks to do. We pull out our event card. I didn't do the Nemesis bag last time. Evacuation pod ejection. Launch the escape pod token with the lowest number. Remove this event from the game and reshuffle the events deck, including the discard pile. Alright, well. Boop, 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 boop. That is now launched. That's gone, but we do shuffle the event deck. So it would be, I think it would be, I mean, it does. It's right here. They do have it. This kind of card here does tell you the steps. Kind of wish it was on the board somewhere, honestly. But, you know, it would have made the board more complicated, so I understand why they didn't do it. We should technically do this twice. Alright, we pulled out the blank. Blankety blank. Add one adult intruder token to the intruder bag. If there are no adult intruder tokens available, nothing happens. Oh, there are adult intruder tokens available. Oh my god, how many intruders can be in this bag? All of them? And then we're going to do it again, seeing as I did forget to do it last time. That is the blank again. What are the chances? Alright. So we are now up to date on our intruder bag. Did I do a noise roll? I did not do a noise roll. 4. It's annoying because that's where we're going. Alright. I did take my fire damage though. Okay, now it's back onto my turn. So I can put the contamination card in my discard pile. Because again, I think you meant to discard the whole hand, but I'm honestly not 100% sure on that. We are just going to move, so we're going to move down into the engine room. We'll get rid of demolition. We're not going to do anything in the engine room, because we don't know if they're broken or not. So we'll do a noise roll. No, I do not believe that actually attracts them. That just puts it everywhere else in this room. She's just there. Alright, not great. And then we're going to spend another card to move over here. We're going to spend our rest card. I may actually need that for the contamination, but we'll worry about that when we get there. Alright, so we're going to reveal this room here, which is the generator, so I can start the self-destruction sequence. Or stop it. There is one. And it's got a malfunction. Oh, good lord. Alright. And then, of course, we have to do our noise roll. A 3. Alright, not the best, but it does mean we don't have a intruder on us right now. Alright, that is my turn done. So we move this. There are no intruder attacks. There are no fire damage. We pull the event card. Adults don't move. Nest. If the nest room is explored, it's not. Do not place a noise marker if one is already present. Okay, so we get away with that quite nicely. Nemesis bag. Here's an adult, so we roll for noise. This could be bad. A 4? I mean, it doesn't get us an intruder, but it does basically guarantee we're going to get one soon. Alright, how many turns do I have left? How far can I actually go? Escape pod B is already open, but it's not. It's locked, and I don't know how to unlock them. Do you do that at the same room? No. Only if escape pod in section A is unlocked and has at least one empty space. How do I unlock them? Oh, hatch control system, which we have not found. Alright, I think we're going to have to take a gamble if we don't find the engine control room soon. We have to move through here, which is basically going to be a wasted move. We can then move to here in 2, assuming we don't get into a fight. when we're in the engine rooms, it's two... Well, it's free to get back, and then we have to spend cards to actually try to hibernate. So how many rooms can I actually flip over? Alright, so we can do 1, 2, 1, 2, which is going to take us down to 4, 3. I can then move into the engine room from here, which would get me back. And then I can then also move to this engine room if I have to, which would also get me back. Okay. Basically, if one of these is not the engine room, we are going to have to gamble with our life. Oh, no, wait. I can do that a lot quicker, because once I'm in the engine rooms, if I have another technical corridors, I can move straight to here. And then straight into the... Okay, alright, well... Let's just get going, shall we? Contamination card. I had a feeling. Alright, we will spend an ingenuity to move to this room, which will be revealed as hatch control system. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Now things in. Oh, it's broken. Of course it is. The ship is about to explode. Alright, noise roll. Not free. Not free. Alright, 4. Oh no, that's the technical corridors. So, basically, once there's noise in the technical corridors, they are all ready to go from every room. So it can become an issue real quick. Now, I can get rid of this malfunction marker, but then I won't be able to fix the engines. I can go back into the generator to search for another roll of duct tape or something. No, we're just going to keep on moving. We've got to get back to Earth, so we're going to get rid of our interruption. Yes, I did do my noise roll. Yes, it went to the technical corridors. Now we have got the surgery. That couldn't have gone worse, could it? Alright, we're back. Alright, so we've got the surgery, which has got 3 items, which rounds down to 1. And it's slime. We're finally slimed. Basically, that means we can no longer move in silence. So noise rolls are never going to do nothing for us now, basically. That is 4, which is this corridor here. Alright. Fairly bad turn. We do have an escape plan, though. I still don't know if the ship's going to make it to Earth. We need to check these engines. We really, really need to check these engines. Okay. But anyway, we have had our turn, so we move this down. There are no attacks, there's no fire damage, so event card. Adults don't move again. Oh, apart from the fact for the actual event they do. Move every adult intruder not in combat to a neighbouring room with a character if possible. If there are several rooms to choose from, move the adult intruder to the room with the lowest number. They all have 2s. Oh no, we only have one neighbouring room. And that was kind of our escape plan. Good. He's back. And he's thirsty for more. Okay, we're going to head up here and hope that one of these is our engine monitoring room. Because honestly, that's the only chance we have. And even then, I don't think it's a very realistic chance. So we're going to move over here. We reveal the armory, which has got one thing in it, and gives us a door. Alright, and then we are going to... Did I spend the card to move? I did not. We will get rid of demolition. And then I will get rid of fast repairs. No, I will not get rid of fast repairs. I will get rid of computer skill. If I can pick it up. Which apparently I can't. To move into this, I didn't do my noise roll. A 1. Wish I hadn't done that noise roll now. Alright, we're going to move into here. I keep on hitting everything else now as I move along. Which reveals the comms room, which isn't helpful at all. And it's actually not too bad because we've got noise all around us anyway. 3 goes down to 1, and it was the danger symbol. So basically nothing happens with that. It is that room up there. It is the room right by the cockpit. Ah, you absolute... It's nowhere near a technical corridor, or at least no direct link. Alright, we're going to have to gamble. We're going to have to gamble with the engines. I think we're just going to try and move and hibernate for our next turn. But before that, we get to see what the bad guy gets to do. So no attack, no fire. Straight to event card. The adult does move, and he's moving through corridor number 2. Place one function marker in the explored room with the lowest room number, then shuffle this card back into the events deck. Assuming by room number they mean these costs, right? I don't understand what other number they could be talking about. Oh, no, wait, these are the room numbers here. Oh, I've been a complete idiot. Okay. I didn't actually see those on the board. So it's gonna be that one over there. We've only got one malfunction token left, so this ship is about to blow up. So that can't be good. Alrighty. I'm pretty sure I moved you. Nemesis Bank. Did I forget to do this one turn? Probably. It's a lava. We haven't done one of these for a while. Remove this and then we put an adult in. Alright. Alright. We're just going to try, we're going to run to the hibernation room and hope nobody gets in here with us. So, I need 2 cards. We can't check our contamination card with what we've got in hand right now. We're going to spend our search to move into the command center. Still have to do a noise roll. Not 4, not 4, not 4 or 2. Oh, actually, no. This brings an alien in regardless. Because I'm slimed. Oh, no. If I get danger or cross, we're still okay. It was a 2. to the bag. And we pulled a lava, which I think means we just put them in the room. There are set rules for some of that. Adults, I know, just go straight into the room. Maybe you don't. That's the Intruder bag development. Maybe you do just put them straight in regardless of what they are. That would make sense to me. Which probably means it's wrong. Alright, so we now have a lava in this room. Where are my larvae? There they are. Alright, so we are going to waste a turn. We're going to get rid of our... We'd also like to repair here, but I can't leave this guy in here. We are going to get rid of this search as well. And we are going to shoot this guy. Hopefully. 1 damage kills the lava. And we got the 1 damage. Alright, good. We got rid of that threat. That is my turn. This moves down to 2. I can just about try and sleep and hope these engines are fine, as long as nothing bad happens. He can't attack, no fire, so straight to the event card. Adults don't move. Egg protection. Resolve an encounter for each character who is in the nest or is carrying an intruder egg. Alright, so we don't need to do that. Excellent. So we go straight on to my next turn. Need to shuffle these. Nope. There you go, there you. We're going to spend our search to move into the hibernation chamber. And then we are actually going to try and sleep, which I believe just costs 2. And then we have to do a noise. Oh, I have to do a noise roll anyway, because I just moved in here. That honestly couldn't have gone worse. There is now a very high chance that an intruder is going to turn up when we try and hibernate. So that's good. It's what we're going to do anyway. Before this action, they are open. Perform a noise roll. I need clear or I need monster claws again. Any number and an intruder turns up. An intruder turned up. We used all our luck at the start. Alright, that is another adult. Boop. And he's got a 3. We've got 4 cards, so we are good. No surprise attack. That was my move, so I have to... Oh, shit, no. I spent these cards. We don't have 4. He does get a surprise attack. He does get a surprise attack. Okay. And it's another claw attack. So that's 2 light wounds. So basically I can leave that there. We've got another serious wound. Body. You draw up to 4 action cards instead of 5. And we get another contamination card. We should have 3 contamination cards in our deck. How many do we actually have? I have a feeling I didn't draw one at one point. We've been clawed 3 times, so... Okay, that's not good. So we're almost dead. We have to try and get rid of him before we can hibernate. He had a surprise attack. It's now his turn. So I'm assuming he gets to attack me again. I could die here. Yeah, I'd see no reason why he wouldn't attack me again. He scratches me. The character suffers 1 light wound. And gets 1 contamination card. Okay, I mean, even if we do manage to hibernate and the engines don't explode, we're definitely going to be infected. Like, there's no way we're not infected at this stage. So we're boned. We're boned. But it's fine. We'll carry on. We'll carry on. And then we do the event card. This adult does move through corridor number 2. This one doesn't because he's in combat. Place a malfunction marker in each explored green... Oh, I think the ship just exploded. Yeah, the ship just exploded. Yeah. Alright, we lost. We lost in a myriad of ways. Game over, man. Game over. So there we go. We lost. That's the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye for now.